lining up against Atletico Madrid. I don't know if you would have thought that possible a few years ago.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a really good team. And I don't think anyone was imagining this until they announced this tournament and the format in which it was played, and we've all been, really excited and looking forward to it. So yeah, it'll be a really good test for us, and I think we're all ready and all preparing for it.
Danny, just in terms of y'all finishing, what has to happen to get some goals? I know you guys are in the spot.
Yeah, I think last game we created a lot of good chances, just couldn't find the back of the net, but it's just about putting ourselves in the right spots, and every team is gonna, in 90 minutes there's gonna be chances, so even though they're a very good team, they're probably gonna limit us as much as possible. I feel like we'll still get, a few, and if we can put them away, I think it can make it interesting.
Do they present what you have to build in your defense?
Definitely, I think, they're obviously a very good team, so for us it's about sitting in, making sure everything's locked in defensively. The few moments where we can go forward, try to take advantage of it. But yeah, primarily we're going to be focusing on defense and making sure they don't score.
What can you specifically take about the limitations the Botafogo kind of hit you with to what you're going to see against Atletico, against two very good, very big physical center backs on their end?
Yeah, I think Botafogo was great in the air, and they obviously showed that on those set pieces. So it's about being smart, not giving away careless fouls. Because we don't want them to capitalize on set pieces. So for them, obviously, it's not just that. They're going to also just be a very good team in attacking as well. So it's just about being dialed in, locked in as much as we can, and then hopefully we'll, get something.
Is it difficult when there is maybe changes to the wingers and kind of that triangle up top offensively for you to continue to kind of have a rhythm and some continuity necessity?
Yeah, I think so. I think anytime they switch the lineup, it's adjusting to the players that you're playing with. Ryan's more of a player that likes to go one-on-one, so you want to give him space and not kind of, show the support to do a 1-2. But maybe if it's Jesus on the other side, you do want to, show support so he can do a 1-2 pass. Paul, kind of similar, going to let him go wide and kind of let him go 1v1. So yeah, definitely it changes, but I think, we all train together. We all know our tendencies, and so we know how to adjust.
Big thing from the first game, especially the second half, was the amount of shots that were taken. Is that something that gives you confidence, knowing that you can get past your defences and get shots off?
Yeah, I think from all the games in the Club World Cup so far, we've seen the teams that maybe aren't the favorites, but they're getting plenty of chances. Even LAFC against Chelsea had plenty of chances. So, I definitely think throughout a 90-minute game, you're definitely going to get chances. It's just about being optimistic. And, yeah, even though they might be controlling the game a lot at moments, it's just about those few moments that we get where maybe we could capitalize.
Speaking of the Club World Cup, the one advantage you have that many teams don't have is the home advantage. 30,000 in the first game. How important will the fans be in this game against Atletico?
I think very important. I think they gave us a lot of energy. I feel like when we were putting Botafogo under it a little bit and the crowd was getting into it, it definitely lifted our spirits a bit to push harder and try to get that equalizer. So definitely I think we're going to need them in this game a lot.
Is that we have nothing to lose kind of mentality just kind of help? If the world's not expecting you guys to get a result, does the pressure come off and it's a lot easier to play freely?
I would definitely agree with that. I think that is the mentality. We have nothing to lose. They're the team that's expected to win, and all the pressure's on them. So I think that's how we were even going in Botafogo a little bit. Just kind of, they're the ones expected to win, and I feel like when we had that mentality, I think we performed really well.
As far as your, being a soccer person, how much did you know about Atletico before, or what's your experience, I guess, with them?
Just they're a very, very, very good team. I think I've known Atletico since forever, since I've been playing soccer, and they're a very good team, top team in Europe, and they're going to come with a lot of quality. So, I think everyone on the team knows what to expect. That they're a very good team, and they're very good, and we watched a lot of film. So,
Danny, the flip side of that is the opportunity to take the skills you've honed against the Argentina. Can you just talk about the opportunity this game will have?
Yeah, I think that's why this tournament is actually really special. It gives us an opportunity to go up against the best players in the world and kind of show, that at times maybe we could compete. I think we showed that against Botafogo. We're going to try to be doing that against Atletico, but even other teams, in this tournament so far, I feel like have done a good showing. So it's definitely a great opportunity, and yeah, I think it could be special if we could get a result here.
Then what specifics you should improve for next game facing a global powerhouse like Atletico Madrid?
I mean, I just think it's about, not giving away careless fouls, not giving away set pieces. I think that's something we took away from Botafogo because, they were really good on that. So I think that's something that we could carry into this game. But, I mean, they're a really good team, and for us it's just about being focused defensively. That's where all the focus is being put. How could we limit them as much as possible, and then how could we take advantage of the few moments that we do get?
What's the general census of the group in terms of two new factors? One, the grass, and two, the ball. Does it feel any different?
Yeah, I mean, me personally, I actually like this ball. It's really nice, and I think the grass, everybody loves it, more than the turf. So it's definitely nice to play on. I think it gave us a little bit of extra energy going out on the field and feeling the grass, and I wish it could stay forever, but it felt very nice to play on it for sure.
One thing that's been different about this Club World Cup is the walk-ons before the game. How did that feel in that moment?
Yeah, I think that was a very cool moment. They had the smoke, the long walkout. It definitely was a moment for me to just take in and kind of understand the magnitude of this big tournament and this game, and it's definitely something special, I think, for all the players.